The following segment is sponsored by Memorial Mortuaries and Cemeteries. When you lose a loved one, it can be hard to deal with the grief and pain. Jeremy Layton with Memorial Mortuaries and Cemeteries is here to tell us about a free seminar that can help us cope. Jeremy, thank you so much for coming in.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
So you are hosting a free seminar for grief and healing. Tell us more about it.
Yeah, so we have Dr. Wolfelt, who is a nationally recognized author, grief counselor, and educator. And so we have him coming in to be able to provide additional resources for families and even caregivers who are helping people deal with the transition of loss that happens after losing someone you love.
This is going to be such an amazing seminar. What is Dr. Wolfelt known for?
So he does a lot of work with regards to social workers and caregivers who are caring for family who are close to passing. He also works with funeral homes and hospitals, and so his work is mainly with grief and helping people understand and acknowledging grief, so that our society is more naturally prone to avoiding grief, and so he helps people recognize the importance of facing grief head on so that you can live a healthier, happier life after losing someone.
So let's talk about complicated grief. What is that?
So complicated grief, again, with society and people pushing death away and acknowledging that death has occurred, what it tends to do is people hold their emotions inside, and then they're not getting those emotions out, and so then it causes other complications. It disrupts family life. It can go into work life and social interactions, and then the stresses and anxieties of life, and even possibilities of suicide and depression are some of the side effects that come from complicated grief.
So complicated grief arises when people are pushing down their grief and they don't let it come out. They don't experience it. So why is grief avoidance so bad? You talked just a little bit about it. Can you explain a little bit more?
Well, so when you lose someone you love, that's already a traumatic situation. And if you're going to suppress those emotions and not let people help you, it's not very healthy to leave those inside, because then it just complicates other factors. Grief is, everyone will experience death at some point in their life, but harboring those emotions and not letting them out or letting people come in to provide love and support, it can just impact every little bit of every aspect of your life, and it starts to impact relationships, your work ethic, and things of that nature. It's very unhealthy, and so we want people to recognize that even though you've lost someone you love, you can still learn to enjoy life and find the peace and comfort that comes, and that comes through learning how to not avoid grief, but face it head on. And
you are helping people do that with these seminars. When are these seminars happening?
So the seminars are going to be September 26th and 27th.
Okay.
September 26th will be from 6 to 8 p.m. and then on the 27th from 8 to 11. These seminars are made available to the general public.
Okay.
So anybody who has experienced a recent loss or who has ever lost a loved one or knows someone who has, death tends to have a connection one way or the other. But then hospice workers like social workers and nursing staff, doctors, and community caregivers, and anybody who's ever experienced a loss or knows someone who has. This information is available. It's free of any cost and just provides valuable resources in helping people cope with those challenges.
Well, Jeremy, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much for telling us about this seminar. You can visit the website on your screen for more information about that. Again, thank you for coming in.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.